Another day, another Republican presidential candidate. Today, Tuesday, it's going to be Christie announcing that, yes, he's running for the Republican presidential nomination as well. What's interesting about the Christie nomination is the extent to which this is an uphill climb compared to maybe 6, 9, certainly 12 months ago when people look at Christie and thought that when he got in, he'd be immediately at the top tier of candidates. Hasn't worked out that way. There are a lot of reasons for that. The bridge controversy in New Jersey, troubles that he's had in his home state. Whatever the reason, if you look at the numbers, this has turned out to be a pretty daunting task for Christie. In the latest Wall Street Journal NBC News poll, 55% of the Republican primary voters that we surveyed said they couldn't see themselves ever supporting Christie. That's the highest number of any of the Republican presidential possibilities with the exception of Donald Trump. And in the latest New Hampshire poll, he comes in 7th place with only 5% of the voters there, Republican primary voters, saying they, at this point, favor him for the nomination. That's important because most people believe that the state that Christie has to win, and the one he's going to move to immediately after he announces his candidacy, is New Hampshire, his kind of a place. Iowa, a lot less so. It's going to be an important place for Christie to do well. Right now, it doesn't look so good there. That does not mean Christie is without assets. He's got several. He's emerging in the race, and he's going to portray himself as the real truth teller in this race, the guy who's willing to tell the hard truths about a lot of things, including budget realities and even entitlement cuts that are going to be necessary. He's got a tough guy image, which should play well with some primary voters. And he's going to stress that he's got executive experience. Maybe he's controversial because he's had to handle a lot of tough things in a state that has a lot of Democrats. That's going to stand, in his view, at least in his telling, in contrast with people from the Senate who glide over such executive responsibilities. So, tough road for Christie, but still an important guy and one worth watching.